Just one last point, and I'm excited about this asset allocation piece a lot more. I remember that there was an option that you would give to investors that if you want us to do your asset allocation for you, we can do it for you. Does that exist, and how does that work?
Yeah, we have in fact no, there are different options that we give to the investors. One is customer can choose any of these funds and any proportion that he wants to invest. Otherwise, we also have provide some trigger facility. If you want to keep us invested always between debt and equity, let's say 75-25 fashion, we can keep that maintaining that same ratio between the two funds throughout the investing period.
So my asset allocation is done
automatically. And also there's something called wheel of life. As you age over a period of time, if you may be investing with us for a 10 to 15 year perspective. Initially you may fully invest everything in equities, but over a period of time you systematically want us to bring down to the the equities by the time the product gets matured. I think that facility is also possible. In a way, basically automated facility, or the investors' choice-based decision making is also both the facilities are possible under the ULIP, any of the ULIPs that we.
So while there is a 5-year lock-in, as a fund manager, as someone who understands both equity and debt so well, for equity at least, what is the time frame that you would recommend? A lot of young people watch the Money Mile. What would you tell them? What is the time frame that you should look at?
I think minimum of 3 years. I think 3 to 5 years is a minimum time frame that equity investors should look at. Outside of that, it just it will be difficult for really to make the money. It's just even if somebody makes money, it could be just a mere sheer stroke of luck. But 3 to 5 years is a good time frame for any equity investors is the minimum to have. Normally, as I said, like in our case, minimum is a 5-year lock-in. There are investors with us, which are buying policies for even 10 year, 20 year as well. So that's really recommendable. Especially the young investors, should have a approach of more than 5 years, certainly, maybe 10 to 15 years. But even otherwise, every individual's money in any which ways, either lies in the form of any of this financial asset, whether it is a liquid fund or a bond fund or a balance fund or a large cap or mid cap equity. We as a ULIP is giving you the entire gamut of financial savings platform. So why in one scheme. So why do you need to think of suppose after 5 years you take out money from me, what will you do? I mean, unless you're consuming it for creating some other hard asset, it has to remain in the financial assets. So let it grow in the same, under the same bucket, under the same platform. So that's how one should look at it. Not just a 3-5 years, but as long as you're working or you're growing, the savings have to grow, and why not in the same the same platform.